Hi, my name is Grill Burns, and welcome back to my 3-part series on the ridiculous history of KFC. In this series, we're taking a deep dive into every weird thing related to KFC that's ever happened. Last video, we explored the man behind the brand, Harlan Sanders, and how much he loved to beat the crap out of people. He even shot a guy once for just painting over one of his billboards. So if you want to see any of that wacky shit, click the link at the end of this video to watch part 1. But today, I'm gonna show you all the crazy public stunts KFC's pulled in the name of marketing. Some you've probably heard of, but others I can guarantee you'd never even dreamed could have existed. So hold on to your buckets. We're diving right in, baby, into part 2, manic marketing. Alright, so Colonel Harlan Sanders sold his brand in October 1963 to some Nashville city slickers for 2 million smackers and a $40,000 a year contract as goodwill ambassador, which just meant that he would continually promote the brand on commercials and talk shows, which, by the way, the crazy bastard somehow did until he was 89. A year before his death, he was in Japan doing a promotional tour. He's nuts! Now, by buying the KFC brand, the bigwigs also obtained the rights to all of Sanders' secret recipes. But, that didn't seem to concern them much, seeing as they immediately threw all those out the window, cutting out most of the ingredients to save costs, with the belief that the ticket to a billion-dollar business was solely a very aggressive marketing campaign. Apparently, the only thing that the Kentucky Fried Chicken pre-1963 and post-1963 have in common is that they are both chicken and they are both fried. According to damninteresting.com sources, modern laboratory tests have even found that the only herbs and spices in modern KFC are salt, pepper, sugar, and MSG. They even tried to sue Sanders once for publicly talking smack about how they had changed the gravy. My God, that gravy is horrible. Ain't fit for my dogs. You know how when someone's asked the question, if you could go back in time, what would you do? They usually answer things like, they would sub to my channel a year ago and not last week. They'd start watching my content sooner, or they'd find my channel sooner because I'm awesome. But me? Nah. All I want to do is go back in time and eat that OG KFC. Full stop. All in all, Colonel Sanders was pretty pissed that the big business had destroyed the integrity of his life's work. And to make it worse, they were still using his own face as a huge part of their branding. Everybody thinks I'm Kentucky Fried Chicken. They don't know these other fellas who really run things. I only want to find out how much of my body and soul they own. But this was all part of the contract he signed, so he had no way out. The fact that he never wanted his face associated with KFC after they changed everything in the 60s gives some, interesting context to the marketing stunts you're gonna see in this series. Some of them are just great no matter what, but others, especially the suggestive marketing of Colonel Sanders that you'll see in the part 3 video, are kind of f***ed up. If you think for even a second how the real Harlan Sanders would feel if he was alive to see it. Alright, now that I've hopefully low-key given you the big sad, let's see what kooky stuff KFC did against Harlan Sanders' wishes. But first, excuse me for a hot second while I rub KFC's corporate nose in my success with the help of today's sponsor, Blinkist. That's right, KFC. I still don't need your money. What I do need is a fantastic service like Blinkist. You know what sucks about books? Reading them. I didn't get to be the big YouTube success story I am today by wasting my time reading books. No, Blinkist has more than 3,000 best-selling educational titles that they've condensed into 15-minute mini podcasts that you can listen to while you're doing pretty much anything, whether it be working, or signing sponsorship deals. If you want to be a huge success like me, then stop loafing around. Unless you're a cat named Loaf, then in which case, you're already a success. You precious pumpkin, you. Get off your tuchus and do what needs to be done to achieve your goals while listening to a Blinkist summarized book, like The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Spoiler alert, none of them are book reading. Start your success story today and be one of the first 100 people to go to Blinkist.com/grill and get a free week of unlimited access to quick, efficient knowledge, and get 25% off when you want to get the full membership. Thank you, Blinkist. You're beautiful. Now on with the show. In 1968, KFC released a record on vinyl entitled Colonel Sanders' Tijuana Picnic. This easy listening mix LP contained absolute bangers such as A Taste of Honey and Spanish Flea. Which, if you don't immediately think absolutely fucking slaps, then you're just wrong. Like, honestly, I'm confident in saying that this is the best song ever made. Number one. And if you disagree with me, coward, then prove it. Go on, give me a better alternative in the comments below. I mean, you're probably wrong, but hey, I'll give you a chance. In December 1974, KFC looked to Japan and saw millions of people without Christmas traditions and said, hey, Japan, you know what you should do every single year on December 25th? Eat fried chicken. And somehow that worked. So now, every single year since then, the people of Japan eat KFC on Christmas. It's so bloody popular that you have to pre-order your bucket of chicken like a month in advance to make sure you'll have it on Christmas. Okay, I'll admit, this doesn't have anything to do with marketing, but while we're in Japan, I gots to tell you about 1985. The year the Hanshin Tigers baseball team won the Japan Championship Series. After they won the game, some Tigers fans rioting through the streets decided a great way to celebrate their team doing real good at the baseball would be to steal a life-size statue of Colonel Sanders from outside of KFC and toss it into the Dotonbori River. But from then on, the Tigers' performance proceeded to get crummier and crummier until now. 35 years later, they still have never won the championship series again. And now it's locally known as the Curse of the Colonel. The locals believe that the only way to break the curse is to find the statue that's somewhere at the bottom of the river and return it to its original KFC. July 2013. A woman in Georgia woke up one day to find a laughably large KFC bucket on her front lawn that hadn't been there the day before, as if it had fallen from the sky. The woman said she had no idea where it came from, but she didn't mind it being there since it made it easier to give directions to her house.
You can just say, come down to the giant, the giant KFC bucket and turn right.
And good thing she's fine with it because turns out it was her own landlord who just put it there without asking. Apparently, he's got a thing for antique signs. The best part, what did KFC do when the lawn bucket story went viral? Sent her a bucket of chicken. May 2016. KFC makes an 8-minute ad disguised as an educational children's program special that 2.8 million people willingly watched.
It's the Colonel Arlen Sanders Show!
Where a Muppet Sanders teaches you how to fry chicken, and the disembodied head of a dead man teaches children how to count chicken legs. Which, now that I hear that sentence out loud, is a little macabre for my liking.
8 chicken legs! 9 chicken legs!
July 2016. The Colonel gets his own comic with DC, which tells a riveting tale of the unification of Colonels from across the multiverse. Starring Cowboy Colonel, Monocle Colonel, Kid Colonel, Communist Colonel, Slightly More Shredded Colonel, Colonization Colonel, Fan Service Flash, Token Gender Bent Colonel, Crackhead Colonel, because his head has so many cracks in it, and Cannibal Colonel, unless in his universe society is run by chickens, a poultryarchy, and the finger-licking good fried food is made from, and then there's this guy. What the hell is he supposed to be? August 2016. Colonel Sanders interrupts a WWE event to confront the chicken mascot of a fictional rival chicken restaurant called Papa's Cluckers Chicken. Which, jeez. First, this guy is above the law against assault with a deadly weapon. Now he's above the law against cockfighting. Later, August 2016, KFC makes an extra crispy sunscreen that smells like, you guessed it, fried chicken. So you can smell fried without getting fried. That's the best joke I could come up with. June 2017. KFC gave a buttload of cash to a stratospheric transportation company on the condition that they put a fried chicken sandwich on their next flight. Which, maybe not the most efficient way to use your marketing budget, but honestly, they probably made all that money back by selling a sculpture of that same sandwich chiseled from a meteorite to a vegan couple for $20,000. Why do I know that they were vegan, you ask? Well, because KFC said they were, and I don't know why they did. August 2017. KFC released a 5-minute featurette which tells the tender love story between some loser kid and a building that looks like a giant chicken, based on the real-life giant chicken KFC restaurant in Marietta, Georgia. Now the kid, let's call him, I don't know, Mark, is a sad boy because he has no friends. But instead of trying to make friends, Mark just becomes a massive simp for a giant wooden chicken and spends his days making terrible fan art. This awakens something within the giant chicken, causing it to come to life and tear through town, leaving 69 dead and 420 injured, and worst of all, millions of dollars in property damage. But Mark doesn't give a shit. He's just happy to finally have a friend. They frolic off through the countryside to inevitably destroy more livelihoods and live happily ever after. Well, except they don't, because there's another 2 minutes to the video, but I'm bored and want to move on. September 2017. KFC made a GPS guidance system cassette tape. How does that work, you ask? Well, it doesn't. Unless, you know, you just so happen to be visiting Colonel Sanders' grave site. So as long as you specifically start at Cave Hill Cemetery in Louisville, Kentucky, a pre-recorded Colonel Sanders will give you directions on a 12-hour and 40-minute road trip through Kentucky into Tennessee and ending in Georgia.
Turn right onto Hal Rogers Parkway for 1.7 miles. I think I knew a Hal Rogers once. I think I ran over his foot with a tractor.
But, let me remind you what year this was made in. 2017. By that year, I'm pretty sure most car manufacturers had quit putting in CD players in their cars, let alone tape decks. So, I don't know who they expected would use this, but turns out they clearly realized it was no one, because they ended up just uploading a 40-minute video of the cassette recording on YouTube, which only got 80k views, and the reception was mixed, to say the least, with a dislike ratio that's pretty hot garbage and comments ranging from stuff like, "This is so funny," to, "If you have your life to live over again, don't view or listen to this video. Don't do it," to, "Give me on," which is the kind of comment that really solidifies the idea in my mind that everyone who comments on YouTube videos is a dumb idiot. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Destinations on this all-American trip of a lifetime include the Louisville Mega Cavern, a huge cave with cool stuff like zip lines, and an aerial adventure park, all within a 15-minute drive of Colonel Sanders' rotting corpse. Red River Gorge, a real nice park with neat trees and even neater rocks. Holland Sanders Cafe, the first restaurant Colonel Sanders ever opened. Rock City, for even more neat rocks. My personal favorite, Old Car City, USA, an old general store from the 30s that's surrounded by 4,000 rusted out old cars, which honestly sounds pretty sick. Ready for the last stop on this trip? It's the Big Chicken KFC. Wow, would you look at that? We've come full circle. And not only does the Colonel bring you on the ride of your life, but whenever you're driving down a painfully straight stretch of road, he'll serenade you with one of his wonderful royalty-free hits.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Your boat. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
I gots to know, have any of you been to any of these places? Let me know in the comments below, please. Tell me if this road trip is as fun as it looks, cause I kinda wanna go. December 2017. KFC opened a very tiny restaurant that served very tiny food to very average-sized customers in Portland. And I'm sure you're looking at this and thinking, yeah, right. This has to be faked for the commercial. The food looks like it's from a North Korean supermarket. The mini deep fryer looks about as functional as one of those space suits that those astronauts used on the moon. And these customers are about as believable as the government surveillance drones that sheeple call birds. But believe it or not, the food is real. Each item apparently tasted just like the normal-sized ones, other than the fried chicken, which was just fried batter with no chicken underneath. Which, come on, KFC. House hippos exist? I'm sure there's small enough chickens out there somewheres. February 2018. Due to distribution problems, every single KFC restaurant in the UK ran out of chicken. Yep, you heard me right. They ran out of chicken. And a country full of KFC restaurants had to close for a week, resulting in thousands out of work and a nation of MSG junkies in uproar. One disgruntled would-have-been patron, Ron Sanderson, tweeted out this: "Disaster! Took the grandkids out to dinner at KFC only to see that it's shut down? Some chicken shortage. Took them to McDonald's, but it's not the same. Crying in the bathroom. Can't show weakness in front of them." In response to the national outcry, KFC released an ad where they said how deeply sorry they were, along with a picture of a KFC bucket where they arranged the KFC letters to say, "Aw yeah." KFC used a dirty cuss word. Brands are just like us. July 2018. KFC released 4 original fried chicken themed karaoke songs that, judging by the views, I don't think anyone saw, but all of which immediately were placed in my top 4 fried chicken songs of all time. My personal favorite of the 4 being Always Thinking About Chicken, which honestly is so much better than it has any right to be. I'm always thinking about chicken. It's deeply fried in steel. Let's turn the pressure fryer on and listen to this song. I'm always thinking about chicken. Let's double bread and good. Let's crunch a bunch for lunch. So just turn the pressure fryer on. August 2018. KFC made an interactive robotic Colonel Sanders cat climber, locked a bunch of kittens in the room with it, and hit record. And of course, when I first saw this, I was like, ooh, kitties! But guys, seriously, this video is weird. First off, the video is narrated in first person by the cat climber.
We're now launching treats out of my mouth. Go! Now, this feels really kind of weird on my larynx.
He talks to you about his body like way too much.
Everybody get in my foot. Oh, he's going up my leg. You know, you have to spin your head. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, that feels good.
His laugh creeps me out. He tries to hypnotize you into becoming a cat.
I feel myself becoming a cat.
And this creep in a cat costume shows up. Why is he here? Look, even the real cats hate him. But there were laser eyes.
Laser eyes.
And that was pretty cool. March 2019. KFC started 5 different crowdfunding campaigns all at once for various products that no one would ever want or need. The portable self-assembly cardboard picnic table set complete with a life-size Colonel that holds a bucket of chicken. A Colonel Sanders necktie with a GPS locating transmitter so that you can find your belongings while keeping them looking fresh as hell. Colonel Sanders walking cane universal TV remote with a built-in motion sensor so you can shake it threateningly at the dang kids on your lawn while simultaneously flipping through channels, listening for Howie Mandel's voice to know that you found the 24/7 Deal or No Deal reruns channel. A giant chicken bucket hot tub. And of course, Sanders on Ice, which straight up sounds more magical than an evening at the Met. But seeing as it's been 2 years and they've raised $315 out of $2,783,784, I don't think that dream is ever becoming a reality. Which, with the best performing product being the tracker necktie, is something that I think can be said for all of them. And that brings us to the present day. I was originally gonna end this video with the KFC console that they're developing right now, but like, it's a gaming console that also keeps your chicken warm. Like what? You want me to go over the specs? Cause I sure as hell don't. So many people on this damn platform have already talked about it. And this video is already too long, so that's all you guys are getting today. But don't worry, I'll give you guys a little taste of what's happening next time on Grill. You like anime? You're a degenerate. Yep, your new teacher is a corgi.
Beat it, Crouton.
Don't call me Crouton.
Oh, howdy, Mom.
He's so old! But before I go, let's see what's on the Twitters today, shall we? Okay, grill, chill, spell, Dr. Good. React to this cute cat video. Cute cat video? Yes. Oh, God damn it. You're gonna get me copyright struck. Wow. I really didn't think I'd be getting rickrolled in 2021. Alright, I'm out of here. See you guys Saturday. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hate you.